Right. This part is a continuation of our AS work. They used to give us a question like this. Sine A. Sine A is equal to 1/2. Other than that, they can give you, somewhere like this. 4/5. And A is acute. A is acute. Right? Then they ask us to find part 1 cosec A. Cosec A part 2, sec A part 3, cot A. You can answer this first question very easily. The first one you can say cosec A is equal to 1/sin A. We know that the sin A answer, that is 1/4/5. That is 5/4. Let's answer what you need to get. The second part is to find sec A and cot A. What is the alternative way you can do it? So initially they mentioned make a quadrant diagram. The quadrant diagram. Then it's acute. Acute means in which quadrant? It's remaining in the first quadrant. So you can draw the diagram. Always remember that this diagram should be drawn from origin. From origin, make a triangle, right angle triangle. And mark the angle with x-axis O. This one as A. Mark the angle as A. Start from origin, draw right angle triangle, and angle over here should be angle with the x-axis. Should be marked as A. Right. Then sin A is 4/5. What is the definition for sin A? Opposite upon hypotenuse. Opposite is 4, hype is 5. If you apply Pythagoras theorem, you can obtain the answers for adjacent. It's 3. Here, so when you apply the Pythagoras theorem, you can say 5 squared is equal to 4 squared plus x squared. Therefore, x squared is equal to 9. Therefore, x is equal to plus or minus 3. The square root of 9 is plus or minus 3. How do you verify whether it's plus 3 or minus 3 today? Because we know that this is in the positive x-axis. Since this is in the positive x-axis, we can mark it as plus 3. If this length is over here, you can mark it as minus 3. If this is in negative y-axis, you should mark it as minus. This one is plus. So these ones are plus. This is from here to is plus, negative, plus and negative. From next question also if we understand this concept, right? Then part 2. What did they expect? Sec A. Sec A. But sec A is 1/cos A. Cos A is adjacent upon hypotenuse. Adjacent upon hypotenuse. Then sec A is opposite of that. That is what? Hypotenuse upon adjacent. Hype is how much? Hype is 5 over how much? 3. Right, that's pretty simple. Then part 3. Cot A. Cot A means 1/tan A. Yes, 1/tan A. Tan is opposite upon adjacent. Opposite upon adjacent. It should be adjacent upon opposite. Adjacent is how much? Then you can write cot A equals to adjacent is 3/4. It's a pretty simple answer. It's the first part of the question. Wait, don't write. Then, yes. This is the answer for this question. Let's move up to the next question, the alterations of this. Right? Are you ready? This? Yes. Right. The next part of the question, it's like this. They used to give us a question somewhere like this. This way. Cos A is equals to minus 1/3 and A is obtuse. A is obtuse. Right. They ask you to find part 1, sec A part 2, cosec A, part 3, cot A. Then they mention here, the first part of the answer you can easily obtain. How to write it today? We know that sec A is 1 over cos A, that is 1 over minus 1 over 3. That is how much? Minus 3. That is pretty simply you can obtain this answer. But when you are getting the other answers, cosec A and cot A, there are several methods. One method is the graphical diagram method, and there are another from using trigonometric equations. Even we can find it, but that is pretty long. So we will use this shorter method to do this question. Right. Then we will mark the quadrant diagram. Obtuse. In which quadrant? Acute, obtuse, both of them are reflex. Acute, obtuse, these two are reflex. So obtuse is here. So how do I start it? Start from origin. Draw the angle from origin and draw a right angle. So you can draw two right angles, this way and this way. Which way you should draw? The angle should be measured towards the x-axis. Therefore, the perpendicular should be drawn over here. And you should mark the angle as well as A. Right. Then we can say cos A equals to minus 1 over 3. So you can mark this way. 1 and minus 3 like this. Or you can mark this way. Which way is correct? The first method or second method? Yeah, you know that here. No. It should be measured with the x-axis. This is not the condition. That is coming under argument of complex number. It is not like that. Here you have to mark angle over here. There with that, you can see that this is in, what is this axis? This is positive x-axis. Positive x-axis. What is this? This is negative x-axis. Therefore, this length is what? This length is negative 1. Then minus 1 divided by 3 is the one what you obtained over here. Right? Then if we apply Pythagoras theorem, 3 squared is equals to y squared plus y squared plus minus 1 squared. Remember that put a bracket over here. 9 is equals to y squared plus 1. Therefore, y squared equals to 8. Y equals to plus or minus square root of 8. Then you get y equals to plus 2 root 2. Y equals to minus 2 root 2. Which is the correct answer? You can see that this is in which axis? This y is in positive y axis or negative y axis? It's positive y axis. Therefore, the answer is not this way. It should be this answer. Understood? Right. Okay. So this one is the answer. So you can mark over here. 2 root 2. Then we can work out this way. Cosec A. Cosec A is 1 over sin A. 1 over sin A is you can say sin A is adjacent upon opposite upon hypotenuse. It should be hypotenuse upon opposite. 3 over 2 root. Then part 3 is cot A. Cot A is adjacent upon opposite. Adjacent is minus 1 upon opposite. 2 root 2 is the final answer for this kind of a question. Understood? Right. Okay. Right. That is it. Then the next question. Yes. Why you can't draw the angle? Because they mentioned obtuse. Obtuse in which quadrant? Obtuse can look at that. This is acute. This is obtuse. These two are reflex. Reflex angles come to this way. Acute angle come over here. Obtuse angle come over here. And these two are reflex angles. Right, let's see. How to verify the reflex? That is an critical situation. Right, okay. With this way. Then they used to give a question like this. Please keep attention to this question. Minus 2 over 5. Please look at the board. Right. Then this is reflex. Yeah. Now it's come up to kind of a crucial situation. Right. Then simply we can answer the first part. It's not a problem. Sec A equals to 1 over cos A, that is 1 over minus 2 over 5, that is 5 over minus 2. Minus 2 over minus 5 over 2. That's the answer for that one. Part 2 is cosec A. Right. Now let's see how to do this question. Now see whether this one. They mention cos A is minus 2 over 5 and reflex. Reflex is this one and this one both considered to be reflex. Right? Then how do we verify whether it's come up to this one or this one? They have given us the cos value is minus value. We know that in our quadrant theory we have already learned over here all angles are positive. Here sine values are positive. All silver tan values are positive. Here the cos values are positive. So you can say all silver toy cast theory. That's just remember that side. Then see whether today in which quadrant. Look at this. When you come up to the reflex, definitely it should be over here or here. Then if you come up to this quadrant, cos values are what? Cos values are positive. In this quadrant, cos values are positive. In this quadrant, cos values are negative. Therefore, it falls into which category? Which quadrant? Falls into this quadrant. Therefore, you can mark starting from origin, mark a right angle triangle and mark over here. And the angle is this way. Yes. Sorry. Here also cos is negative, but here they mention reflex. Reflex. From it should be over here or here. So we have to verify whether it falls into which quadrant. Understood, right? That's great. Right. Then it's minus 2 over 5. So you can mark this is minus 2, this is 5. Remember that always the hypothesis become positive. Other way you can memorize this. Hypothesis will become negative, right? So if you apply the Pythagoras theorem, what do you get today? Minus 2 squared plus y squared is equal to 5 squared. Therefore, y squared is equal to 21. Y equals to square root of 21 plus or minus. Then this is plus, so y is plus root 21 or y equals to minus root 21. Now tell me whether it's plus root 21 or minus root 21. It's minus root 21. Why? Because y is in the negative y axis, downward. So it should be minus root 21. Then you can say cosec x, cosec k. Cosec k is minus 5 over root 21. Part 3, cot a. Cot a is minus 2 divided by minus root 21. That is 2 over root 21. So you can take the answer this. That's how we will do this kind of a question. Hope you are clear with this. Thank you. Okay, now stop talking. Let's start today work. Right. Yesterday we have ended up with the trigonometric equation. Some part of equations are remaining with us. We know that we have equation, one trigonometric equation in our AS level, that is sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Sine square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1. Then I will label this equation as equation A. Then this equation A I will divide by cos square theta. Then what do you get today? Then you get sine square theta divided by cos square theta plus cos square theta divided by cos square theta equals to 1 over cos square theta. Then what you get here is that we know that sine over cos is tan. So this turn up into tan square theta plus these two get cancelled, turn up to 1. 1 over cos is sec, therefore 1 over cos square turn up to sec square theta. So this is my next equation where I have to learn. Right. Then similarly, I will divide this equation A by sine square theta. Then what do you get? Sine square theta divided by sine square theta plus cos square theta divided by sine square theta equals to 1 over sine square theta. So this is turned up to 1 plus this is cos over sine. Sine over cos is tan. Therefore cos over sine is 1 over tan, that is cot. So this is turned up to cot square theta equals to 1 over sine is cosec. 1 over sine square turn up to cosec square theta. So this is my second equation. We need these two equations to simplify trigonometric equations in our future questions, right? Initial part of this session we were discussed yesterday. So you can get copy of that lesson as well. Okay, children, right. Then let's move on to the questions. What kind of questions they can ask you from this section, right? This is the way they ask these questions. Is they might give you a question something like this: 2 sec square theta plus tan theta is equals to 4. Right. We need to solve this equation for the range of 0 to 2 pi. What you need to do is, we can understand that this question involving with sec terms and tan terms. While keeping two trigonometric formats, you cannot solve this equation. The solution for this one is either you have to convert this tan theta into sec theta or sec square theta into tan square theta. Those are the two ways of doing this question. So you can see that there is no direct equation to convert tan theta into sec theta, but we have an equation to convert sec square theta into tan square theta. So what is that extension here? We know that 1 plus tan square theta is equals to sec square theta. So instead of sec square theta, what you can write? You can write 1 plus tan square theta. So 2, instead of this you can say 1 plus tan square theta plus tan theta. I bring this 4 to other side, 0. Then if you expand this, you will be getting 2 plus 2 tan square theta plus tan theta minus 4 is equals to 0. So it will turn up to 2 tan square theta plus tan theta minus 2 is equals to 0. With that you can get the answers for tan theta. So if you use this one, please get me these answers. What are the answers you get for tan theta? One answer is 0.78. Other answer is minus 1.28. Can you please stop talking? Yes. Then you can say theta is equals to tan inverse 0.78. Other answer is theta equals to tan inverse minus 1.28. With this you get the first angle is tan inverse 0.78. Answer is 0.66 is the first angle. Then we can go ahead to the second relationship. What is that? For tan, the second relationship comes with 180 plus theta or pi plus theta. So you can work out pi plus 0.66. Theta 2 is equals to, that is turned up to 3.80. So you cannot go ahead with further because the angle ended up with 2 pi. So the other one is 2 pi plus. 2 pi plus won't be there. If you work out this one today, here there's a special point you can understand that tan inverse minus 1.28. That is minus 0.90 is the, 91 is the first angle. How to get the second angle? Theta 2 is pi plus minus 0.91. Theta 2. Let's turn up to 2.23. Then you can see this is a negative angle. This is a negative angle. Therefore, you can go ahead with another angle over here. So that is 2 pi into 1 plus the first angle minus 0.91. Theta 2 is equals to 2 pi minus 0.91. So this answer is 5.37. Let's see whether this angle is within this range or out of this range. 2 pi. What is the answer for 2 pi? 2 pi is 6.28. This value is 6.28. So this value is obviously lesser than that. Therefore, this value also included in the range. But what about this answer? The minimum range is 0. So this is out of range. The solutions are 0.66, 3.8, 2.23 and 5.37. Those are the solutions for this one. The right answers equals to, you have to include these 4 answers and you can write the final answer. Anyway, you have to write this answer this way. Theta equals to 0.66, 3.80, 2.23 and 5.37. You have to complete your answer in this format, then only you will get the full marks for this question. Hope you have understood. Yeah. Exercise 3D, the question number 8. Question number 8. This is part C. The question is cosec square theta plus 1. Cosec square theta plus 1 is equals to 3 cot theta. The range is minus 180 to plus 180. Right. See how to do this question. Yes. Can you give me 2-3 minutes for that? Okay. Then what you need to do is the objective is this is a bivariate equation. There are certain 2 types of trigonometric variables are there, cosec and cot. Objective is to convert either cot into cosec or cosec squared into cot squared. We don't have a direct equation to convert cot into cosec, but we have an equation to convert cosec squared into cot squared. What is the relationship is? We know that 1 plus cot square theta is equals to cosec square theta. Therefore, you can instead of cosec square theta, I can replace it what? 1 plus cot square theta. Right. So you can say 1 plus cot square theta plus 1. I will bring this 3 cot theta to other side. Equals to 0. So this will turn up to cot square theta minus 3 cot theta plus 1 equals to 0. With that you can get the answer. There are 2 solutions you can obtain for cot theta. What are the answers? 2.62, 0.38. So in this case, this is another important point where we know that we cannot get cot inverse, right? Cot inverse, we can't obtain cot inverse, but we can say instead of cot theta, what you can write? You can say it's 1 over tan theta equals to 2.6. Then if you cross multiply, what you get with it? Tan theta equals to 1 over 2.62. Plus 2, sorry, this is plus 2. Then it will be same thing, right? Okay. Then what you can say, theta is equals to tan inverse 1 over 2.62. That is, first angle is sorry? Then these two are different, the right question. 1 second. 5. And this is a quadratic equation. It's 1 minus 3 and 2. Sorry, this answer, one answer is 2 and the other answer is 1. So, therefore, it should be, this is 2 and this should be 1 over 2, 1 over 2. So, tan inverse 1 over 2. The first angle is 26.6. Then how do you get the second angle? Second angle would be 180 because this is tan. 180 plus theta. 180 plus 26.6. That is 206.6. Right. Then you can see that this one is out of range. This is out of range. What is the reason? Because the maximum value obtained here is 180. Then there's a negative range as well. Therefore, how do you find the negative angles for that? So you can say theta 3, this is out of range. 360 into minus 1 plus the first angle, 26.6. Minus 360, sorry, minus 360 plus 26.6. I don't think that this answer also there. That is minus 333.4. This one also out of range. But you can understand that there is another part, this one, theta 4, 360 into minus 1 plus 206.6, minus 360, sorry, minus 360 plus 206.6, that is minus 153.4. This is there, so these answers are correct. These two answers are correct. Then we can go to the next part of it. 1 over tan theta is equals to 1. Therefore, you can say tan theta equals to 1. Theta equals to tan inverse 1. Therefore, first angle is how much? 45. First angle is 45. Then how to get the second angle? Second angle is 180 plus 45. That is 225. So this is out of range. This is within the range. Right. Then the negative angle, because there is a negative range available here, theta 3. 360 to minus 1 plus 45 is minus 350. So this is also out of range. Theta 4 is 360 into minus 1 plus 225. That is minus 135. Yeah, this is within the range. So the accepted answers are 26.6. minus 153.4, 45 and minus 135. Those are the solutions for this question, right? Right. When you come up with this question, so this is not sec squared, sorry, this is sec theta. Then our objective is initially we need to, before you do any kind of situations, the first step is we have to rearrange the range for this question. Means here the angles for theta is half a theta. Here the range is adjusted for what? Theta. So initially we have to rearrange this range over here, right? So then make it as half a theta. If this is half a theta, this range also divided into 2. 0 divided by 2 is 0. This is 360 divided by 2 is 180. Therefore, if you find the solutions for half a theta for this range, then only you will be getting the reliable solutions for 0 to 360. For the angle of theta for the range of 0 to 360. If the answers what you obtain for half a theta is not available in this range, there you cannot expect the solutions for theta available in the given range. That's the logic part. Initially, now see whether we don't have any direct relationship to convert sec theta into tan theta, but we have equations of converting sec square theta into tan square theta. The tan square theta into sec square theta. Sorry. So in this case you can say 1 plus tan square theta is equals to, sorry, I'll just do different color, then it will be clear for you. We know that 1 plus tan square theta is equals to sec square theta. Right. This is a one common mistake where most of the students do. So here the angle is tan squared half a theta. So this is turned up to tan squared half a theta. If this angle is half a theta, this one also turned up to how much? Half a theta. But some students do this mistake, then they consider this, when it is half a theta, this value is not turned up into half. Some students misunderstand it because this is interpreted in a different way. This is only one, only the angle changes into half a theta. So with that, you can say instead of tan square theta, but you can write tan squared half a theta is equals to sec squared half a theta minus 1. Right. Then we will replace with the equation. Okay. Then you can say this is 3 sec half a theta is equals to 2 times of sec squared half a theta minus 1. This 2 is for both, it's common for both of these expressions, right? Okay. So this is turned up to 3 sec half a theta is equals to 2 sec squared half a theta minus 2, right? Okay. Now let's go ahead further, right? Then you can, if you bring this 3 sec half a theta to this side, you can perform a complete quadratic equation. So it's turned up to 2 sec squared half a theta minus 3 sec half a theta minus 2. So equals to 0. So this is just like this kind of equation. This is just like 2x squared minus 3x minus 2 equals to 0. This kind of equation. Okay. Right. Then what you can understand. So this is not relevant. This is just the format of this equation. With that you can obtain the answer for sec theta. Sec theta. What are the answers? 2 and minus half. Right. 2 and minus half. Now please concentrate on this. Look at this. Right. Then if this is, we cannot obtain sec inverse as a function. To rectify this situation, you can write it as 1 over cos theta equals to half. Therefore, cos theta done up, if you take the reciprocal of it, it's 1 over 2. You just try put over here, 2 cos theta equals to 1. With that, cos theta equals to 1 over 2. Right. Over here, what do you get with it? 1 over cos theta equals to 1 over 2. So you can say cos theta equals to minus 2. Right. Then what you can obtain over here today? Right. So what can you say? Sorry, we shall start with the first part of this answer today. Then we can say theta equals to cos inverse half. What is the cos inverse half? First angle is how much? Is equals to 60. Then the next angle, how do you get it today? The next angle is, sorry, this is not theta, it should be half a theta. I just made a mistake. Half a theta and half a theta. This one also half a theta. This is half a theta and this one also half a theta. Right. Right. Then we can say half a theta equals to 60. Now what we need to do is initially, before you, yesterday also I told this matter, to find the alternative angle, don't simplify this. Keep some space for simplification and do the alternative angles. This is the first angle. Then half a theta 2 is equal to how much today? 360 minus 60. Then it's come up with 300. So this is out of range. So no need of putting out with this. Right. Then you can obtain the first angle. What is the first angle today? 16 to 2, that is turned up to 120. This is the one solution. Right. If you come up with the other part of the solution, so what do you get today? Cos half a theta is equals to minus 2. Then what do you get today? Half a theta equals to cos inverse of minus 2. What is the value over here? This does not exist because we know that cos function varying from where to where? From plus 2 plus 1 to minus 1 only. There is no answer for this. So you can say not exists. So there is only one solution for this question, that is 120 degrees. Is that clear? Right.